It's lunchtime. We are in the last day of the month. It's a very quiet day, by the way. For me, it's quiet because I've not done anything close to the whole day. It's a very quiet day, very relaxed. But I don't like my days being like this, especially when I have so much energy for life, you know? I just don't like my days being like this. But I'm really grateful for, since the beginning of the year up to now, it has been a lot. It has been a lot. This is the year that I actually quit my part-time job and started this salon. It's not so busy, but I'm very proud of myself because as we are heading to August, which is starting tomorrow, it will be 6 months in. I'll be 6 months in. I'll be starting my 6 months actually in this business. And I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful. Because what? Like last year time like this, I was working a part-time job. I was going Monday, Wednesday and Friday. But I just didn't like the job, you know. It was a part-time job, but I still didn't like it. Because I didn't feel that, you know, when you are at a place, you're working somewhere, I always tell myself there are 3 things you need to be getting in that place. Either you're earning good money that is actually keeping you there, or you're earning a skill that you can use in life. And number 3 is you're earning relationships. Because if you're not earning a good skill in that job that you're in, you're not earning good money, you're not gaining relationships, I just feel like you're wasting your time in that business, in that job. You need to at least be earning one of these 3. Either good money that can sustain you, or relationships that you can be able to use in future, or what is it again, a skill that can help you in life. And that was me. That is why I left that part-time job, because I didn't get any of those 3. The money was too little. Like I even say my salon is not so busy. I'm 5 months in this business so far, and what I can say is in the last 5 months I've been able to make good money, even though it's not where I wanted, but at least, because most of the money I make, a huge chunk goes into my rent and inventories and everything. So I pay myself very little amount of money from this salon. But when I just sit down and look, like, that is how much I have made just from a skill that is inborn. Like, I didn't have to go to school to learn this skill. It's something I've always been passionate about, and it's something I have decided to learn step by step. I'm always happy, I'm always proud, because I was working a part-time job, and I'm not going to sit here and say that part-time job was the worst. No. The only thing I'm going to say is I didn't get any value I wanted, because I didn't relationships, I didn't have any skill. I wasn't learning any skill sets that will help me, and definitely I wasn't making good money in that job. So that's why I didn't feel a reason to be there. And it's the only thing I felt was, I really felt my former boss. I really felt bad leaving her, because she was a nice person. But just being a nice person and me not getting what I should get, it's like me just living there in a cycle that I will never grow, I will never move forward. So I chose either to remain and continue with her, decide, let me take this step and get out. And it was only 1 month in. 1 month in, I was not making good money, but at least I was making enough to pay rent. I was making enough to sell things, like to buy the inventories and the supplies I need, but it wasn't enough to pay me. Yeah, it wasn't enough to pay me. And that is something that so many business, especially if you're beginning a business, you need to be intentional with yourself, that you will not pay yourself either for the longest time, or maybe you'll not pay yourself the money you expect to pay yourself. Yeah, and that was me. I was ready for it. I was like, you know what, let me just make that small chunk of money that I can make, but at least I'll be able to learn a skill for this business, because I have improved. I'm not where I was in terms of the things I was, because this skill, I had sat with it for the longest time, almost 3 to 4 years. I was not making hair, so it was like a dormant skill in me. But when I started just practicing and I took in some people who knew, I was able to learn a couple of things. Leadership, because you being the owner of the salon, you need to have leadership skills, or the owner of your business, you need to have leadership skills. And that was something I didn't know. I hadn't learned about it, so I had to learn. I had to learn how to be a good leader. I still am learning. I'm not saying I'm there yet. I still need to attend so many seminars of business people and leaders. And that is something that I can encourage any person who wants to venture into business, where you know you'll be handling other people, you'll be dealing with other people. You need to learn about leadership skills. Another thing is, people will humble you. When I tell you, having a business that involves you working with people, they will humble you. Because at times you may trust people thinking that, this person is a good person. But let me tell you, the other side of them you don't know. When they start showing you the other side, that is when you feel like you're being scammed. But I like the fact that I even told God, you know what? Even if you bring me people that maybe will break hearts in this business, but at least I will learn from you. The only thing that should happen is that they should not harm me in any way physically. They can steal from you money. They can talk about you evil to maybe your clients. But as long as they don't harm you physically, just tell God, that is all I need. I need you to protect me, to shield me. But the rest, I will learn. I will learn along the way, because you need to get those kind of people so that you can learn. Just imagine starting a business and never being scammed. You'll never know, and until you're scammed, that is when you know, oh, actually this is how people are being scammed in businesses, and this is what I need to do, how I should avoid it. So those are things I had to learn. I had to learn where, but I think this is something that is just in me, that I'm one of those people when I get into something, even if I don't know where to get everything, I will push myself until I get them. So let's say things like the supplies I needed, things like hair, the ones at the back. These are not things I used to know where to get them. And when I started buying, the first place I started buying the hair, it was quite expensive. And I didn't, okay, it wasn't quite expensive, but it was not bringing me the profit I needed, yeah? So after doing my research and just going in and out, Atishida, what do you mean? After going in and out, I was able to learn where to get where to get stuff, where to buy products, where to get products at a good price, and all these things. So at first, when you start something, you will never know everything. You'll not know everything. So give yourself room to learn. Give yourself room to experience things. Yes, give yourself room to. You will be scammed places. You will buy things at a higher price, but as time goes by, you will know. You know, and that is something that you have to learn in business. Even when you start selling products, you say you're buying things from China. You may buy things the first time they're fake, they are not what you wanted. But if you are really intentional and you want to be into that business, for something, another way out for you to be able to get those things. Yeah? So it's not about starting. The only thing is you need to have an open mind to learning. And also, one, as a leader or as someone who works with other people, at times you being the leader, most of the time the people will always be out of telling you when you have wronged, or maybe when they see something wrong. But when you're open to correction, when you're open to being corrected, like me, I'm very open. If I have done that hair well, I'm open to learning. I'm open to learn. Even the other people that I have, I will be like, you know what, I don't know this style. You can do it, let me learn. And then if I get perfect at it, I can do it. But if I don't get perfect, it doesn't mean that is the only thing you have to do. So it's not like you being a leader, you need to know everything. Because people think that because I'm the business owner, I need to be doing everything. No, at times you cannot do everything because you're just one person. You cannot learn everything. You cannot be good in everything in your business. So be open, have an be open-minded, and be willing to, allow other people to correct you when you do something wrong, and let them be able to help you out. Yeah? I think I have talked too much, but I wanted to talk about that because it's like I'm very happy that I'm stepping into the 6th month, because many businesses, especially physical businesses, most of them that I started, I was never like exceeding 5 months, 4 months, because I will do this business 3-4 months in, it's not bringing whatever I want amount. I was such an impatient person. Let me just say, I was very impatient. I never knew that it takes time, it takes patience, it takes commitment for you to build something. And me celebrating 6 months is just the beginning, because I'm giving myself another 6 months in. I want to be 1 year in. I want to have achieved a lot. I want to have helped other people, not just achieving for myself, but helping other people. And yeah, that is exactly what I want to do in this business. And it's not just because I want, it's beyond just me making money. Because you see, if it's really in real sense, if it's making money, it's not making me good money. Let's just be honest. It's not making me good money that I will want, but it's the fulfillment you get. You know, the fulfillment you get, especially when I work, because I work with young mostly, and just seeing that I have, they are not like, what do I say? They are not idle somewhere. They're not idle somewhere doing, you know, things that are inappropriate. They are actually putting their time to something valuable. That is something I love. Because this is something I wish I had when I was 20 years old. I had this skill, but I didn't have someone to hold my hand. I didn't, maybe I didn't even have that energy to go, that confidence to go and approach someone. So when someone approaches me and they're like, want to do this, I feel like we can be able to work with you, and also I can trust you, because I don't want to bring people who I cannot trust. If I cannot trust, I don't think I can work with you. So if I can be able to trust you and work with you, then that's the people I have to take. And those are the people I have been. Okay, when I started, I didn't have that skill. I was just taking anyone because anyone is coming my way. But right now, we're not doing that. I'm taking people who I can trust. I'm taking people who can also help me in my business. Because at the end of the day, I want it to grow. I don't want it to remain in the same position. No. Like, I want it to grow. I want it to be bigger than where it is. So I want people who we can grow with them in this business. Yeah. What? Shindwe. Back to sender. What the fuck? Pretty? No. Think like that. That is the worst message I've found this day. Like, what would you think? Is it because of my camera setting? They look pale. Even if I'm pale. No, I'm not. What? I didn't see that coming. Nadia. Shocking. I'm just like, why would you think like that? Why would you think like that? Is it because of what I'm talking? But even what I'm talking is not related to sickness, for God's sake. Why do people think like that? My angle is shaking. Like, that is so not. Oh my God. I don't even know where that statement came from. But like I said, back to sender, it's not me. It's just that I'm bored. There's a client that has. I don't care. I don't care what you say. I think you are. It's just negative. So let me leave you with your negativity. Yeah, let me leave you with your negativity. Let me make this hair. I'm making this hair for a client. She's supposed to come in today. we do what do we call, styling her hair with gel. So let me just work on this thing. You know, they say we are headed to the 8th month. Number 8 stands for new beginnings. I just love the fact that it's also the month that I was born. Oh my God. It's my birthday month. So, yeah. What new beginnings do you want for yourself in the month of August? Is it August or is it August? Depends with where you went. If you went to school with me, you'll say August. If you went to school alone, you will say August. You can see what I'm doing. So this is just you see the hair behind me. You there's a cap inside. So you just make it from the hair, from that hair. Then you just give whatever. Talk about this. If you have a wig and you need it to be washed, we do wig washing. Yeah. We are located at Waiyaki Way. We are Kenya, for those who are not watching from Kenya. Maybe you have a friend in Kenya, you can tag them to our salon. But they need to leave our pages. Okay, we have TikTok. We just have TikTok. And they need to start posting there consistently. Sometimes it's really hard to juggle content creation and business, especially when your content is not related to business. Like mine mostly, it's not like originally related to hair. It's not like anything dealing with hair. I just started my hair business here, but I started content creation last year. Actually last year but last year is when I was very, very serious. The Lord has done it finally. We are heading to the 8th month of the year. Just to think that it was January a few days ago. So many people give themselves resolutions and 95% of them did not even I'm not laughing at anyone, even me myself. There are things I said I would do. When I look at my resolutions, when I look at my resolutions, I feel sorry for myself. I feel sorry for myself. Because what was that? But I think the only problem is mostly people give themselves resolutions. You give yourself what is it called? Like you make it. You don't give yourself realistic resolutions. You know, when the year starts, everybody has the energy that I'll do this before the end of the year. Then 2 months in, you're tired. You don't want to do it anymore. That is how most people are. I promise you. Let me lock this.